What's up? This is your host, Non-Fungible TC, Non-Fungible today and Non-Fungible tomorrow, and happy Friday to all of you. This weekend is definitely very exciting as we have the Yuga Land drop, and I will be sharing some ideas about how to prepare for the upcoming Yuga Land drop. But before that, everything I do is very transparent. So earlier this week, I decided to do a giveaway, right? And if I were able to get some traction for the giveaway post and to get more than like 1,000 followers and to get more than like 1,000 reaction to that post, I would execute this giveaway. But unfortunately, as we can all see, back then earlier on Monday, total there's only like a 52 increments of followers. So I decided to move forward with my 0.1 ETH budget for next week. So I will be still doing this giveaway next week, and hopefully by then we'll gain more traction. But at the same time, I might do my giveaway by rather than just doing 1,000 followers per week, maybe once I reach different milestones, right? Because like for example on YouTube or on Twitter, if I were able to get a cumulative of 1,000 followers and then I keep going up, I might do weekly giveaways because I do want to give away. I do want to give away to fans to make everybody happy, right? So anyways, I'm gonna move this forward to next week. And to compensate for this, I actually want to share with you an upcoming airdrop, which is actually from Life Beyond. For those of you who do not know, a while back I did share something saying that actually any mocha brands, okay, the company that is gonna be working on Yuga Labs, the Otherside metaverse, is has recently purchased a gaming company called Darewise, right? And then Darewise actually created a game called Life Beyond, and then they're actually doing something using the Unreal Engine. And if you look at the art for Life Beyond, right? They also have a collaboration with Bored Ape Yacht Club as well, and then they're saying that they're gonna accept 8 token and so on, right? So you hear it here first, right? But if you actually go to Life Beyond's website and then you actually look at the whole the art and stuff like that, it kind of does remind you of Yuga Labs Otherside, okay? So what I'm speculating here is that there's a chance that Darewise would be the company behind the Otherside, right? Darewise might be the company that's gonna be developing Yuga Labs, Yuga Labs Otherside metaverse, right? Because if you look at all of this art that they're doing, it's very similar. And as long as you have one game engine that's working, and then you can develop further, then basically you can replicate the model, right? So what happened is that Life Beyond is doing an airdrop, right? So everything is free. What you have to do is basically dropping these keys, right? So in order to get this airdrop, go to the website lifebeyond.com, like playlifebeyond.com, create an account, link it with your wallet, and then boom, you are qualified for the airdrop, right? So once you have this registered your wallet, you'll get a ARC NFT. But if you do own their founders pack, which is this one that I've shown you just now, which is only like $150 US, right? So it's not expensive at all compared to NFT prices. You'll get like a special edition ARC, right? But if you hold a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT, you will get a special edition pass, right? So basically what I think is that there is definitely something that is happening behind the scenes with Life Beyond, Darewise, and Yuga Labs, right? So it talks to you about how to create a wallet and setup and stuff like that, right? So to compensate for this, I'm showing you that you have an airdrop that you can register, so feel free to check it out. Or this is on my daily tweet that I tweet on a daily basis, right? So moving on, let's look at the crypto market. Unfortunately, the market is going down, and as we all said yesterday, because of the options and futures expiry at the end of month, usually the prices would go very volatile, right? So you can see right now, Bitcoin is trading at 38,000. Ethereum is trading at 2.85 thousand. It broken down the 3,000 price range. And interestingly, in the top 10 by market cap cryptocurrency is no longer Dogecoin or AVAX, but it's now UST, which is the stable coin, a algorithmic stable coin from the Lunar protocol, right? So this is quite interesting to see. So people are moving money to USD like stable coins, right? So there is a drop in the global crypto market cap. So now it's 1.77. Yesterday was around 1.8. There is trading volume, which is 16% increase. But if you look at DeFi, there is a decrease, right? As I always said, whenever the market goes down, DeFi would go down because people are cashing out, right? But if we look at chains, and I said starting yesterday, I will talk about the one-day percentage change chains and the ones that are moving fast. system coin is actually gaining more traction, right? Yesterday it was like plus something and it was number one, but it's going up like in 182%, even though the market is going down, right? But then Telos is no longer here. Telos is over here at number 14 in terms of the one-day change. But you do see Syscoin. Something seems to be happening to Syscoin because every day is kind of climbing up. But definitely do your own research, try to understand this. But in terms of DeFi, this is what is happening, right? Overall, if you look at the NFT market, what we can see is that the market is quite red in general. Besides the Bored Ape, Yacht Club, and Mutant Ape, and also Moonbird, right? Where you see green, and also Murakami Flower Seed, which is the project by the contemporary artist, Murakami, who's very famous. He's also the person behind, Clone X as well. So, market is down. I think everyone is preparing for the Yuga Labs line drop. So I think, and also, in general, the crypto market is going down as well. And the reason for this is because I think, tech stocks are going down as well because, Apple stock dipped 2% after CFO Luca Maressi said supply chain issues will hurt third quarter sales by as much as $8 billion. Even Amazon shares dropped more than 9% after they disclosed weaker than expected revenue guidance for second quarter. So a lot of tech company stocks are dropping right now because they are not able to reach the earnings reports. The expectations fell short. So that's why I think there is definitely correlation with the cryptocurrency market. And also this is quite interesting because there is some negative news about cryptocurrency as well lately, right? Which I will cover shortly. But as we can see, this is kind of like an individual thing. If you look at EU, everything is kind of going up. Asian market is also going up. Pre-market, boom, down, right? Even tech pre-market, right? US kind of mixed, but the market has not opened yet. But only crypto is going down. So I think that there are a few factors, could be tech stocks affecting the cryptocurrency market, or also maybe this one. So moving on to our news today, the US Department of Labor shares great concern of Fidelity's Bitcoin retirement move. So a few days ago, I talked about Fidelity incorporating Bitcoin into the 401k. But the US Department of Labor has great concern over the inclusion of crypto, including Bitcoin, in American retirement accounts. So, after this, the Assistant Secretary of the Employment Benefits Security Administration, Ali Kawal, told the New Wall Street Journal, we have great concerns with what Fidelity has done, right? So basically, it is an agency under the Department of Labor, and now they are looking at this, and they're starting to hear a growing interest from plan sponsors organically at how Bitcoin or how digital asset be offered in a retirement plan, right? Definitely, people are saying that basically because of the assets class volatility, right? Participants ability to make informed decisions about crypto and the shaky regulatory environment, and among other reasons, is the reason why people should exercise caution over cryptocurrencies, right? So that's why if in the retirement fund is based on cryptocurrency, the government agency is a bit concerned. So this could definitely affect the cryptocurrency price as well. So moving on to the next news, this is about Coinbase NFT Marketplace, right? So basically after this week is actually the first week of Coinbase NFT Marketplace, right? So they saw less than 900 transactions since the beta launched last week, but volume spiked Thursday, right? So basically, according to this article, the platform launched like 9 days ago, April the 20th, but has seen a little over 900 total transactions, right? Amounting to approximately 104.5 Ethereum in volume traded. And even though if they have no transaction fees, right, they weren't able to attract people to trade on the platform, right? So it is interesting to see this. And also, according to them, top trending collection would be Moonbirds, right? So I guess, compared to OpenSea, the comparison is very obvious. Even though if it's still in beta, not everyone can participate, but even like the people who signed up early, right, aren't really trading a lot in Coinbase. But we shouldn't put any shade on this because, as you all know, Yuga Labs land sale is coming up, and also people are trying to become liquid, right? If they want to become liquid, they're gonna sell the NFT in a marketplace with more transactions, right? So people are gonna list on OpenSea rather than Coinbase in order to get Ethereum, anticipate for the secondary sale for the Yuga Labs land sale, right? So that's possibly a reason why they weren't able to gain a lot of traction in the first week. Moving on, another news, which is residents of three Chinese city paying taxes and charges with digital yuan. So we were talking about CBDC, the government issued crypto currency. And according to this domestic news article, a number of government agencies in the Zhejiang province, located south of Shanghai, are currently running real-world trial programs that involve citizens using the digital yuan to pay taxes, right? So basically, it shows that, hey, we're actually not that far away from, the digital yuan being implemented within the region, right? Because they are already doing trial ones, paying taxes with the digital yuan, where the government can have more control over its digital currency. So I think this is interesting. We can see that, the governments aren't just playing around, right? If they say they're going to do something, they're going to do it, right? And if China really does it, I think US would definitely do it. And what implication does it have on stablecoins, right? So all of this would be very interesting to see. I just want to share some news about this, right? So moving on to next news, which is very exciting news that I've seen because I'm a huge fan of Stranger Things, right? So people are saying that Stranger Things might be teasing a NFT drop, right? So basically, over the past week, numerous fans have spotted an ARG playing out that takes you to the website I Am Hero Master, right? Which welcomes you with the following, right? Congrats for uncovering the clues and joining Stranger Things 4 interactive curiosity voyage, brought to you by Candy Digital and Netflix. So Candy Digital is actually a company that creates NFTs, and Netflix is a company that we all know. Be it the shows they have, and also the stock price recently, right? So basically, if you go to I Am Hero Master, this is the website. You see this Stranger Thing website, right? And they're doing a countdown for 10 hours. So basically, you're still early, right? When you press enter, you can actually sign up your email, and then maybe you'll be notified when the drop goes live, or there's more detail for the Stranger Things 4 drop, right? So interestingly, people are two-sided. Once you sign up your email, you basically get a email that becomes like this, right? So this is the email that you get after you sign up here. So some people are saying that, hey guys, code red, Stranger Things is going to release more mystery games which will be rewarding you with NFTs, right? So I think a lot of maybe people might not really like NFTs, right? So this drop would be done by candy.com. For those of you who want to check it out, this is candy.com. They have done a lot of drops in the past, in the 2021 Brave World Series Championship, Champions collection, and also baseball related NFTs. They have done different type of NFTs for different big sports related brands, right? So I definitely think that this might be a NFT drop, right? So according to this article, NFTs are a controversial subject to the mass audience, which is kind of true, right? But one thing that I think for people who are interested in crypto or in NFTs, this is quite interesting, right? According to the EDM, they say see on the other side, over and out, right? The interesting thing is that the Stranger Thing other side is actually called upside down. But the other side is actually a term that's being used by Yuga Labs, right? It is the name of the metaverse project, Otherside Meta, right? So I could only speculate, hey, is it possible that Yuga Lab has found Netflix and also Candy.com to work something out in the future, right? Because if this is the case, then this would be a big thing, right? On the other side, metaverse is no longer just ape related, right? Not just board ape related, but it could also be something that is related to big IPs like Stranger Things or Netflix, right? So why use the other side? Why not see on the upside down? So this is something that you hear here first. I just want to tell you about this, right? This is quite interesting. So if you want to check this out, you want to be informed of Stranger Things upcoming drop, go to IamHeroesMaster.com, register your email, and then hopefully 10 hours later we'll know what this is all about. So moving on, interesting news. I was going out today. I found out that Harvey Nichols, which is basically a high-end kind of department store where you have different big brands, on Harvey Nichols, right? So basically, they launched a blue chip NFT retail space here in Hong Kong. So basically, this is the retail space, and then you can actually go there and you can buy NFTs, blue chip NFTs like CryptoPunk, Doodles, Clone X with fiat currency or even with credit card. But because for those of you who do not know, buying crypto could be difficult using credit card here in Hong Kong, because some of them kind of like blacklist the cryptocurrency exchanges, right? So the good thing about this is you can actually pay Harvey Nichols and then they can sell you this blue chip NFT. And the fun thing is that if you own these NFT for around 0.02 ETH, they can help you create a t-shirt where you can print that NFT onto that t-shirt with Harvey Nichols logo printed there, right? So it is really cool. I actually passed by it today, so this is my post about it today. Happy to see this. So it is called Harvey Nichols About. So if you're in Hong Kong, feel free to check it out. This is the shirt, right? So you have the Harvey Nichols logo for 0.02 ETH. If you have your own NFT and if they verify that you're the owner of the NFT, they could also print your NFT on your t-shirt with the Harvey Nichols logo, right? So this is the actual product, right? This is a printed t-shirt. So definitely, so this is how it looks like, right? The whole experience. And then they're selling the Wider Worlds car, they're selling, Asuki, Clone X, Kawafuru, Little Heroes, CryptoPunk. Super cool to see this in real life. Feels so different to see an NFT on a bigger screen compared to seeing it on your mobile, on your computer, right? Pretty cool. All right, so to the juicy part for today's video. The Otherside did announce what they're gonna do with the land drop in the coming weekend, right? So they're saying before people were speculating that they're gonna do Dutch auction 300 ApeCoin to 100 ApeCoin, but now they've confirmed that hey, Dutch auctions are BS, right? So the Otherdeed, so they call the drop Otherdeeds, right? So I think it is related to land because you heard of something like land deeds, right? Will be sold for a flat price of 305 ApeCoin. Which is basically interesting because it's not 300, it's 305. 305 is also the area code for Miami, right? So there is a nod to Miami. So interestingly, I shared a post today which is showing that, hey, if you actually look at the materials that they have put out, right? If you go to somethingIsBrewing.xyz, 305 is actually right next to the Bored Ape Yacht Club logo, right? So, the price of the drop has already been showing for some time, right? So, making a joke, what I said is that, hey, would buying Otherside Meta land deed allow me to afford land at 305 Miami in the future? Because minting a Bored Ape Yacht Club did give its holder life-changing opportunity to buy a yacht. So I think it'll be interesting. So anyways, I want to talk about this drop, right? Because that's the whole point of today's video. And you're watching this because you're curious about how you should strategize, right? So if you have not seen my video yesterday, I highly advise you to do it. I talked about how you can use Excel and how you can download the wallet holders of the ApeCoin and sort using a pivot table to see how many people are actually able to afford this. And you can strategize based on how many people are going to mint, right? So all of this is not 100% accurate. All of these are just educated guess. And because we have on-chain data, it's so exciting that we can actually use on-chain data to our advantage to make informed decisions rather than just aping in, right? So basically what they're saying is that, hey, also, so to a certain extent, 305 ApeCoin is around 2 ETH, right? 2 point something ETH. So similar to Moonbird, they basically pulled a Moonbird, right? Before Moonbird was planning to do a Dutch auction, but then they said, hey, screw it, we're not doing a Dutch auction. 2.5 ETH pre-mint raffle, right? But now, Otherside, doing basically the same thing, KYC wallet, around 2 point something ETH, right? One price. But what they're trying to do is very smart. They're gonna do this launch in phases, in different waves, okay? So I want to talk about the tweet. So also we heard from the community that we should allocate more time for user to pre-approval for ApeCoin, right? So starting at 9 a.m. ET on April 30th, users will be able to do this, right? So what they're trying to do is allow you to pre-approve your ApeCoin to use your ApeCoin to buy the land deed, right? So that they allow you to do that pre-approve because the thing is gonna be a very highly sought after drop, right? So the actual sale has now postponed by 12 hours later, right? The actual sale will not begin until 9 p.m. Eastern time. So it's April 30th, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So this will be very exciting. A full 12 hours later, and then they post a mirror article, right? So if you go to the mirror article, this is basically the headline. Otherdeeds will be sold for 305 ApeCoin, okay? So here's the thing, this is how you can strategize, right? The first thing is, if you have a KYC wallet and if you can afford 305 ApeCoin, definitely I think you should go for this. Not financial advice, but because this is a historical moment, right? Being able to take part and mint an NFT in such an early time and historical moment, it is definitely exciting, right? And at the same time, there's a lot of people who weren't able to KYC, right? So if you're able to mint the other deeds, maybe you can sell it for a profit in the secondary market. So this is a way you can do it, right? But how do you make sure that you could guarantee a mint? We all do not know, right? We do not know how many wallets with KYC, how many wallets could really afford this, right? But if you can't afford this, but you have a KYC wallet, what some other people are doing is they're trying to sell the wallet, right? But to be honest, it really depends on you. I highly suggest people to not do that, okay? Because you don't know what other implications there are. Because once you KYC, basically the people know the data of that wallet, right? So you sell your wallet, basically you're kind of tying yourself, your identity with that wallet. And in case if something happens, right? If something malicious happens, if a hacker uses that wallet to, hack a lot of funds and stuff like that, and then put the blame to you, and because you share your address to Yuga Labs on your block pass when you do the KYC, you share your ID card with them, would that put the blame in you, right? So I highly suggest from a seller's perspective, don't sell your KYC wallet because the risk is very high. And at the same time, if you're trying to buy a KYC wallet, the KYC wallet's passphrase is not secret to you, right? The person who created the wallet had know the passphrase. So if you were going to move 305 ApeCoin into that wallet to mint, I do think that you are, having a very high risk because first of all, you're going to pay for that guy to buy that wallet, and also you're going to move money into that wallet to mint, right? So that's also very highly risky. So definitely, I think if you did not KYC, unfortunately, you're out of the game. But if you can afford things, definitely look out for the secondary market, right? And if you want to speculate on the price movement of ApeCoin, that is something you can do as well. So according to Yuga Lab, they think Dutch auctions are BS. They do not meditate demand, nor do they negate gas war in highly anticipated mint. Okay, so this is very problematic when you consider that the mint may be one of the large-scale, high-demand NFT mints ever. All the usual problems with NFT gas war would be exacerbated by the sheer numbers of NFT to be minted, which could result in a gas war of historic proportion, which is very true because everyone want to get their land. They're gonna pump the price maybe to even 1 ETH, right? It is possible. Degens gonna be degens, right? A lot of rich people who want to get this land. So screw it. We're not doing a Dutch auction, right? So the cost to mint and Otherdeed NFT will be a flat price of 305 ApeCoin. A total of 55,000 Otherdeed will be available for purchase by KYC wallets, right? So now they have confirmed the supply of land, right? Which is kind of similar to what a lot of people are speculating. 20,000 for Bored Ape, Mutant Ape holder. Around 10,000 for 20,000 for partner drops, and then 55,000 for the public sale, which is true. So to make sure as many people can get it, and also to solve the idea of a massive gas war, there would be an enforced limit of 2 NFT per wallet at the start of the sale, right? So this is confirmed, 2 NFTs per wallet at the start of the sale, right? So so what you need to know is that 55k divided by 2, which is around 20 something k. So it means that if everyone max mint and have the budget to max mint, 20,000 people, if there's more than 20,000 people who's gonna mint, there's a chance that you might not get this as soon as possible, right? So you have to do analysis. You have to download the wallets, sort by how many people own at least 305 ApeCoin, and then see if the first wave is going to be a sell-out wave. If the first wave is not going to be sold out, you could spend your time, you don't have to participate in gas wars and adjust your bid, adjust your purchase for that NFT. But if the first wave is going to sell out really quickly, then you might have to adjust your gas fee, right? So basically what Yuga Lab is going to do, as the mint continues, the number of NFTs that can be minted per wallet will increase. Each increase in the per wallet limit will be announced on the Otherside official channels on Twitter and Discord, right? If a gas war still happens, it is at least not the result in insane amount of ETH lost to failed transaction, and hopefully the mint will be one of the most widely distributed in history, okay? So here's the technical breakdown, right? Very interesting, right? So rather than resorting to a Fox, Dutch auction, the Otherdeed mint will employ the following mechanics. The sell price will remain flat for the duration. So throughout the whole mint, it's gonna be 305 ape token, right? And at the start of the sale, there will be a intentionally low per wallet limit on the number of NFTs that may be minted, right? Note, this is not minted at once, but minted in total. Once the initial wave of relatively low gas transactions have been submitted and the network starts to calm, the wallet level minting limit will be increased to allow a second wave of minting. Those who are satisfied or satiated will sit this wave out, while those with more ApeCoin to spend will mint, right? Which means the whales are gonna continue minting. The pattern of mint, bump limit will continue until the NFT supply has exhausted, right? So I think if you look at the whale wallets, right, I think there is a chance that this is gonna sell out really quickly. So this approach is expected to prevent a political gas war while encouraging broad distribution as possible. So here's an example. Okay, so if you are gonna KYC, if you have a KYC wallet, you're gonna mint. First of all, you have to prepare 305 ApeCoin. Okay, you have to prepare Ethereum. To be safe, I would say 0.5 Ethereum, but I think that is a higher end side already. I don't think you really need 0.5 Ethereum to pay gas, right? Unless you want to be the first batch of people to mint. And also, if you do all the calculations, if wave 1 is a guaranteed mint, then you don't have to be so concerned. But absolutely, having more Ethereum in your address is good for you to immediately pay gas, because you can monitor how many has minted, and if it's close to selling out, you can immediately pump up your gas, right? So definitely 0.5 ETH could be a safe way, but it is still a lot of money. So anyways, this is how it's gonna work. Wave 1, KYC wallet can mint up. So this is an example, right? It's just an example, but we do know that 2 total mint per in the first wave, right? So KYC wallets can mint up to 2 Otherdeed NFT during this wave. As soon as gas returns to reasonable level and the amount of user minting decelerates, wave 2 will begin. So basically, you're gonna monitor the gas fees, right? If they look at that really high gas fee, wave 1 is still happening, right? So everyone can mint until the gas fee goes down. Then they're gonna pull up the wave 2. So what happens in wave 2? KYC wallet can mint to an addition 4 NFT during this wave. So basically, each wave they're increasing the NFT limit to 2 NFT, right? So it is expected that less minter will participate in this, as wave 1 has been satisfied by minting up to 2 in wave 1, right? So as soon as gas resumes to reasonable level and the amount of user minting decelerate, wave 3 will begin. So I could guess that wave 3 is gonna be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, okay? So in the end, you have whales sweeping all of the land because those people have not minted, right? So all I can say is that this is very smart. This is a very smart way to prevent gas war. And I think this is definitely, it shows you that for those of you who's on the edge, right? I think this is the most important thing you have to understand. Yuga Labs has fundraised, right, recently. They have a valuation of $4 billion, and they have a lot of they have really smart people working on the team. They have really smart people trying to push the edge of the barrier of the technology, and they know what they're doing, right? So if you fade them, or if you even fade Animoca brand, because Animoca brands can develop this for them, right? And Animoca brand is the company behind things like Sandbox and also the Daywise, right? So if you, and they're also partnering with Ubisoft and a lot of top tier companies. And I do think that if you have that money, if you have that conviction in the space, this land sale would definitely be a good one. Even though if the price might dip, even though if the price of Ape might dip, if people cannot buy it. But in the long term, it is possibly gonna let you win, right? It is gonna give you access to the other side metaverse, right? It could be a game, it could play to earn, or maybe even get your chance to have a Coda NFT, which is a profile picture, which is so highly sought after, right? So I think this is a very smart way to do. So if I were you, in order to prepare, learn how to use pivot table. In my previous video from yesterday, watch that. Download the the wallets, sort them before the mint. See how many people could mint in wave 1. And then after that, decide on whether you want to participate this. Prepare enough Ethereum to participate if there is a gas war, and also prepare enough Ethereum if you want to flip. Approve that collection. Sell on OpenSea immediately. I wouldn't sell immediately, depending on your strategy, right? There's a chance that people might be looking at the sideline whether this whole collection will sell out, right? So if it sells out, usually what happens is when things sell out, immediately the price will jack up, right? So that could be a chance for you to sell, right? because a lot of people on the sideline without KYC would want to get in, and once they see that it's sold out, they're gonna FOMO in because Yuga might not burn the supply or whatever. And then once you sell, but you want to play long term in this ecosystem, and there is no 100 absolute, right? What happened is that 1 month later, 21 day later, this land deed supply is gonna increase by around 45,000, right? The bored apes, the mutant apes are able to claim the land. They might take profit, right? So in order to take profit, they might sell for a lower price, right? Than just, very FOMO price. So by then, maybe you can buy in cheaper, but this is no guarantee though, right? And then, because the total land supply, according to the previous stack, is around 200,000, right? So this is only the first 100,000. There's still another 100,000. So if there's another 100,000 with more supply, price go down, that could also be another point where you can participate, right? So that's it for today. If you guys have KYC wallet, good luck. Personally, I will be participating in this. I think this is a very historical moment. It's the same thing as Moonbird's mint, right? Whether you sell it, whether you keep it, is up to you. But if you have a chance to participate in such a landmark moment, in such a historical moment, why not participate, right? What's there to lose, right? Because all of these teams are just so high quality. This is Yuga Labs that we're talking about. This is, Proof Collective that we're talking about. This, and also the next big one is definitely, for me, it's gonna be, well, I don't have the meme list, but I think 9get's upcoming drop is gonna be the next big thing. But yeah, you hear here first. But yeah, that's it. That's it for today's show. Thank you for watching. Good luck on your mint. Have a great weekend. I'm not gonna do a show next Monday, but I'm gonna do a show starting next Tuesday. But I will have my tweet, my thread about daily news update. Feel free to like and subscribe. You like the content? Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on YouTube, and share with your friends if you think this information is helpful. So this is your host Non-Fungible TC signing out.